There.
Well, police in Congo have arrested 13 suspected sorcerers.
Sorcerers.
What is a sorcerer?
Well, I know in order to reach one in some of my multiple online role-playing games, it takes quite a lot of time to become a sorcerer. But I don't remember the spell for genital shrinking.
Yeah, that's what this story is all about. So, well...
they throw cold water onto your back.
Oh. We don't know.
Sorcerer
We don't know
music.
the name of this character, but he's on the show right now. We never named this character because he doesn't really like doing this character that often.
Yes,
even though I don't know, a couple of the main members of the show strongly suggest that he should do this character a little more than he does.
I occasionally, when there's a chance to discuss wizardry, we're very happy to do so. But that's how you shrink a man's genitals. You throw cold water on his back, or you scare him.
Yeah, well.
Then you get shrinkage.
Well, Mr. Sorcerer, what if the person you're throwing the cold water on his back decides to take one of those pills? Huh?
I don't know what pill you mean.
Oh, you know.
A Viagra?
A Viagra or a Cialis.
Well,
that would wreck your spell, my friend.
No, it wouldn't. His arms would stiffen.
Instead.
And they've accused people of stealing penises. I know what happened to them.
What happened?
They became employees of this show. Good one.
We'll just stay right there, Mr. Sorcerer. We'll have a name for you within 10 minutes.
I don't need a name. I'm mysterious.
He is very mysterious. He's very mysterious.
You don't want people knowing much about you?
You know, I come in like the wind and I leave as such.
As such. I don't know why that cracked me up. As such. Yeah. All right. Well, police in the Congo have arrested 13 suspected sorcerers accused of using black magic to steal or shrink men's penises. After a wave of panic and attempted lynchings triggered by the alleged witchcraft.
How do these people live on this planet?
With us.
Yeah, at the same time...
We have iPhones in our possession, and this is going on basically on the other side of the world.
Yeah, the other side of the world.
We don't know much about the other side of the world.
Here, there's you take it for granted. You look outside, look at the buildings being built. There's aircraft, there's automobiles, all kinds of technology in use, and right in front of us. I mean, just the miracle of the internet and televisions that we're watching. And then right there, on the other side of the globe, there are people being arrested for sorcery, for shrinking people's genitalia.
And for stealing them. Occasionally you'll see a man with a long overcoat, and he'll go, psst, and he'll open his jacket, and he'll have 7 or 8 penises for sale, like wristwatches.
But why would he... Why is there a market for this? Why would he be selling these?
Who
things?
doesn't like to have an extra one for the weekends? You put it behind your ear like a pencil.
Or a cigarette. He's very mysterious.
Under your nose like a fake mustache.
We got to work the word mysterious into his character name.
Yeah, he's very mysterious. I just don't know what his name would be, though.
I enter a room like a vapor.
He certainly did during break when you were standing next to me.
Sorry, I got nervous.
and leave as such.
I do. I leave through vents.
He casts his spell through the back of his pants.
Yes, I do. It's called a pucker. A pucker ran out of steam, didn't you? Didn't you, character?
Pray for me.
Reports.
I should have a name instead of mysterious. I should call it right before you try this. Remind me to take my magical pen and jot things down next time instead of trying to wing it.
Well, I like Puddle of AIDS. He you got, I don't know, there's another member of the show that does a character called Jimsy. Puddle of AIDS is suggesting that your name, sir, is Wizzzerrrdry.
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 Stupid name. Who would ever co-sign
It's really
that?
stupid.
It's ridiculous.
Report.
Do you know who had tiny genitals?
Who?
Sam from Quincy. It's common knowledge.
I've heard tell that.
Yes.
Reports of so-called...
Gracie used to, out in the sun, would hold a magnifying glass over Sam's lap.
Reports of so-called penis snatching are not uncommon in West Africa, where belief in traditional religions and witchcraft remains widespread and where ritual killings to obtain blood or body parts still occur.
They're like groups of savages. They're groups of people that have not become civilized, I guess.
Right.
That is the oddest thing in 2008. You would just assume that everyone would be up to speed.
The Congo is a wonderful place if you'd like a hat made of bark.
I'd like a bark hat.
I was once there and I said, "Where's the restroom?" And they pointed at a tree. This place sucks.
Who would like the Congo?
Nobody.
Well, rumors of penis theft began circulating last week in Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of Congo's sprawling capital of some 8 million inhabitants.
Sprawling.
They quickly dominated radio call-in shows. They got radio call-in shows in the Congo?
Yes, if you've ever seen Hotel Rwanda, they use their radio shows for different purposes.
Yes. Cut down the big tree or something.
Squash, kill the cockroaches. They use it for genocide. Gets big ratings.
One of the favorite talk shows is called... They're number one.
Well, they quickly dominated radio call-in shows with listeners advised to beware of fellow passengers in communal taxis wearing gold rings.
Beware of fellow taxi drivers. What?
I don't. This is right out of a Harry Potter novel.
The Congo is stupid.
And then sometimes the two males will fight for dominance and the right to mate with the female.
But if yours has been stolen, then you're kind of out of luck.
You certainly are.
I think.
Nagel out of luck.
If they've stolen your genitals, you have to become a corporate lawyer. See that? Make a point for the character.
Well, I see that.
I bring it, don't I?
Purported victims, 14 of whom were also detained by police, claimed that sorcerers simply touched them to make their genitals shrink or disappear.
Ooh.
In what some residents said was an attempt to extort cash with the promise of a cure. Who's believing this? Police arrested the accused sorcerers and their victims in an effort to avoid the sort of bloodshed seen in Ghana a decade ago when 12 suspected penis snatchers were beaten to death by angry mobs.
Yes, all cultures are equal on Earth, and we should respect all. America should be multicultural because so many other cultures bring a really interesting flavor to our country. Oh, look, the mob beating the man who stole penises through Wizzzerrrdry. Those are people we need here. Welcome them with open arms.
Why isn't this on TV? I gotta explain. This person doing this wonderful character. He closes his eyes like Gilbert Gottfried, and then he looks up to the heavens as he talks, and it's almost like his nose is pushed up as he goes into character. He
distorts his mouth a little bit.
Yeah. I'm tempted to say it's one huge joke, Oliko says. I guess he's he's the police chief. The police chief is saying, I'm tempted.
Tempted.
So that means there's a doubt in his mind.
I would say it was a joke. Let me go cut this chicken's throat first and see what he says.
Too bad Jimmy's in character right now, because I'm sure he'd have a lot to say about this.
No, I wouldn't. Or he wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. But when you try to tell the victims that their penises are still there, they tell you that it's become tiny or that they've become impotent.
That old gag.
To that, I tell them...
That's a great excuse. I wish I'd had that one all through high school. I'm sorry I was cast a spell upon.
I was cast a spell.
It's not that I'm frightened and insecure about this and afraid that I don't quite match up to your basketball player ex-boyfriend. It was a spell was put on me.
Well, I was in the Congo.
I wasn't toilet trained for too long and too harshly. That's not what due to my lack of function.
Yeah, the spell's called the white man's disease, right?
Ooh.
But when you try to tell the victims that their penises are still there, yeah, they tell you that it's become tiny or that they become impotent. To that I tell them, and this is the police chief talking, how do you know if you haven't gone home and tried... What? How do you know if you haven't gone home and tried it?
To see if it works.
Yeah. There you go. Lovely story out of the Congo today.
Who's going to the police and saying that happened?
Excuse me, I'd like to report something stolen.
Uh-oh.
What? My penis! It was taken on the subway by a man. I was watching a 3-card Monte game. And the next thing you know, it was gone.
Wow, they are really smart and civilized there.
Could I describe it? Let's see. It was last seen with headphones and a virus cap.
But that's what E-Rock's wearing. New character.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, now that the story's over, what's this guy's name? You.
I don't know, but he's so mysterious.
It's time for you to disappear and vaporize into the vents.
Yes, I know. I saw the break sign.
All right, why don't you, we'll watch you disappear now. Go ahead. Do your disappearing act. Nope, you're still here.
That's the noise I make when I disappear. Yeah. I'm invisible.
No, but you're not invisible.
I am so.
No,
all you see is 2 floating headphones.
No, we see you. You're right there. I see
and a belt above where tiny shrunken genitals would.
No, Anthony, he's right there, right? You don't see headphones just dangling in the air.
I'm seeing headphones
really?
Just kind of dangling. Maybe he's visible just to you.
Well, now that I look a little closer, I could kind of see through you, so the spell might be working.
I've disappeared.
No, not quite all the way.
Much to the joy of certain message board people.
I think you have to make that noise a little more, and then you'll completely disappear. Nope. Almost. One more.
That's all I have.
That's it?
Well,